So if you were to get a lip for your C6 Corvette, I highly suggest when you're looking or in shopping, you get channel. So what is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So there's gonna be a few things we're doing today, and the first thing is right here. It came in the other day, and that's replacing this lip, and I'll get to that in a little bit. Also, we're gonna be doing an oil change. You know, gotta stick with that Mobile One. But let me show you guys why I need to replace the front lip. And this is the second lip right here. So as you can see, a chunk of it was taken out, not by me, but by my dad, because I let him drive it, and he was going up or down the driveway, something like that, and he told me he knew it was scraping, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm not too mad about it, honestly, because it was already starting to fall apart. Since that is my third one, I'm planning on like getting a another lip underneath that's like made out of aluminum or something that could take more damage, because I'm honestly tired of replacing these. But yeah, I thought about getting the air cups too, but it's a little pricey. It's like $700 from, I think, like Stance Parts or something like that. So I don't know, I'm thinking about, for right now, I'm just gonna get like the little metal piece underneath, so that can just be, you know, because it could take more damage obviously than a plastic piece like this. But anyways, I got the same part from an Extreme online store, and I really like the fitment from this one, and hopefully all the holes are in the same place, and I could just line it up and put it on. And one thing to mention is this is the carbon flash. Well, you guys will see in a little bit, and this is just a black. And honestly, I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. Alright, so this is what the old one looks like. It's basically just a black, and it's just really dirty right now, right? And this is what the new one looks like. You guys can see it's still pretty black, but there's that carbon flash I was talking about, so there's a little bit more shine to it. And I mean, I like this, but I think the black looks better. Yeah, because it ties in with the side skirts over there. But they were out of stock on the black one, so I had to settle for this. And one thing I don't really like about this is that there's this like harsh line right there. It's like right there, and it's also on the other side, and that one doesn't have a harsh line. But I don't know, other than that, it looks straight, so looks good. I was thinking about whether I should do the oil change first or this, and I think I'm gonna do this first, because if my hands get dirty from that one, it's not gonna get on this brand new masterpiece real quick. So I'm gonna have to lift the car up. I have to put like 2x4s right there, and there's my grandpa right there, just waiting for his to get picked up for dialysis. But yeah, so I have to put the 2x4s and lift this up, but that's pretty boring, so I'm not gonna show you guys. And yeah, let's cut to there. You wanna know how close I am to getting air cups? This is how close. And I got the car lifted up in the air. That took a minute because I had to go look for the jack stands. But anyways, it's time to remove these bolts. Well, that's a weird way to say remove, but yeah, there's a bunch of bolts underneath. You can see it all, the focus, all right there. And I think this has more bolts than the new one, but yeah, let me go ahead and take this out real quick just to make sure. Oh my gosh, there was so much dirt that fell on my freaking head. But anyways, yeah, this is what it looks like with no lip, and it just looks so like empty. Like, I don't know, it just looks so naked. But here's the old lip. All right, so the old one is on the left and the new one's on the right. And the biggest difference, as you guys can see, is that this piece right here and right there is missing on the new one. And what I really like about this old style, not really old style, but these style that have this is because it actually funnels the air to the brake ducts right here. That's where it sits, this little area. And yeah, they're underneath the car, and it funnels the air to the rotors. Whereas this one, instead of funneling the air, this one, it would just pass through and fly through. So, and another big thing to take note of is all the little holes. There's not as much because all the mounting holes on the front just go on the bumper, and all these ones in the back actually like mount to like some of the subframe in the front. So I'm kind of disappointed, to be honest, because this was $150 and this was, you know, $200. Even though this might look cooler and everything, this actually functions better. But I don't know, you know, what can you do? So yeah, I'm still gonna install this obviously, but I really wish it had this thing in the back and also all these mounting holes. So now the next step for me would be to put back the ones that actually went on the subframe, because this one doesn't have it. So yeah, I'm kind of bummed out, but gotta keep going, you know. I'm actually really bummed out, but it's alright. So maybe just a little bit alright, not alright, but alright. So I just installed it, and I'm just gonna change the oil real quick, and after that I'm gonna give you guys, you know, the full view and everything, and give my full and honest review and opinion on this new lift. So while the oil is draining out, I just want to talk about the oil pan gasket. That's gonna be the next thing I have to change, and that's gonna be a pretty big job. I honestly just might take it to a shop, because I'm gonna have to, or they're gonna have to take out the engine mounts. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. The engine mounts, and then lift it up a little bit off the subframe, and then that's the only way you're able to take out the oil pan. But yeah, it was about time to change this oil, because I waited a little too long, to be honest, but better late than never, I guess. And this is just another closer point of view. You could really see it out in the sun. It looks amazing, don't get me wrong, but the only thing that's bugging me now is that this is black, the spoiler is black, and this is, you know, this metallic color. So yeah, I don't know, it's kind of like my OCD kicking in. It looks good, don't get me wrong, but I'm really not too happy with it, just because of what I showed you guys earlier, and also it's a little bit more flimsy. Let's see, but that might be a good thing. Going over driveways and stuff, it might be a little bit more flexible, so it'll be less likely to crack. But I do plan on putting like aluminum, you know, just go to Aero guy, put aluminum underneath there, and just hopefully it'll prevent it from the future. But I'm really bummed out that it wasn't like the other ones. And the other thing that's really bugging me is that there's like these harsh like mold lines, whereas the other one didn't have it. So yeah, basically the airflow to the ductwork, the mounting, and these lines, oh man, like I don't know, I just can't get over it. Honestly, like people that don't know this car, or you know, that didn't put this part on, they wouldn't even notice. But you know, since I own it and I put it on, I just like notice every little detail, so it's kind of bugging me a little bit. But like the spoiler before this was like a 9.5 out of 10. I was so happy with that. And or front splitter, yeah, front spoiler, whatever, I was so happy with that. I was like 9.5 out of 10, just because the fitment was perfect. You know, it funneled it, and yeah, that thing was solid. But this one, I would say I'd be like at a 5 or 6, because it's better than my first one for sure, but not better than the one before this. And I was actually able to find my first front splitter, and this one out of the 3 was by far the worst, because It was molded, and it wasn't the cheapest. This was freaking $200. I can't believe I spent $200 on this. But yeah, the molding was bad. It just didn't want to fit to the front bumper. There was a gap here, probably like 1/4 of an inch thick, and I used so much freaking 3M double-sided tape, and it still wasn't sticking. It was freaking ridiculous. But yeah, this one was the worst. I highly suggest stay away from this one, this kind of style. And the second best was just the one I put on today. It's pretty good. You know, just going from this to this, it feels like I'm downgrading, to be honest. I know Anderson Composites has something similar to this one that has a channeling function, but I think that one's like 800 or 1,000, something like that. But you know, not to bag against them, they're a really good company. They make really great quality parts. But yeah, so if you were to get a lip for your C6 Corvette, I highly suggest when you're looking or in shopping, you get the one with this whole thing. So yeah, you'll be able to actually use the brake ducts. You'll be able to mount the bolts, like I said, in the back right here, so it's more secure. And yeah, I honestly wish I could go back in time and, you know, put the aluminum splitter underneath this so this could be protected. But you know, it's just how life goes sometimes. And if you have any questions, I highly suggest follow me on Instagram, and you can DM me there. That's the place I'll be able to respond the fastest, because I check that more than YouTube, to be honest. But if not, comment down below and I'll try to reply, and I'll link these in the description down below. I won't link the first one because honestly I highly suggest that no one buys that. It's a piece of garbage. But the last two, I'll link them down below from the Extreme Online Store. And if you guys found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up. If you guys enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. And thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.